Today I have a special video for you. I found 3 impossible Boom Beach bases on the Blackguard Base Builder site, and I challenged a pro to try to take them out. And also, I'm going to attack the bases first, and then the pro will attack them. So we'll see how I stack up against a Boom Beach pro. I'm not really expecting a lot, but who knows, I might surprise myself. Now, the Boom Beach pro we have is a player by the name of Zeus and Hercules, and I believe it's like a father-son duo, which I think is super cool. And at one time, they were 99 in the world at like 1,600 medals, and that was before the days of instant training. But that's enough talking. Let's jump into some of the bases. Now, I have to say, I watched a little bit just to see if they were boosted up, and by the looks of it, they had a full offensive boost. So I think it's only fair if I also drop a full offensive boost. It looks like he might have more offensive statues than me. I don't really know. I didn't really count. I just saw that they were glowing, so I'm going to be boosting up mine. So I'll show you the first base, we'll attack it, and then we'll show you his attack, and then we'll do that for each base, and we'll see how many bases I can destroy, and we'll see how many bases he can destroy. And again, I haven't watched the footage yet. So it's going to be very interesting. Now, one thing about these bases is they get progressively harder. So this first base, in my opinion, is one of the easier ones, and then we'll go up from there. I'll also put the link down below if anyone wants to try out these bases. Now, I have a lot less energy than them, so it's going to be interesting. I'm guessing I probably have more troop damage. But yeah, that's gonna probably hurt me having less energy. It's actually gonna hurt me a lot, but there we go. We'll flare up, trying to save my energy as much as possible. You know, there's no ice on these bases, so I don't, oh, that's gonna hurt. There's no ice on these bases, so I don't need a lot of troops to make it to the core. We're just flanking the base. I think this will be pretty easy, not too difficult. I actually think Bullet Taunt is going to be a better hero. Let's get critters down perfectly. I thought they were perfect, but they were a little delayed, but we still pulled out the win, able to take down this impossible base. The player only had 1 attempt. I'm going to be showing you his first attempt, so that means I only have 1 attempt also, and that base, I have to say, wasn't as impossible as I thought it would be. So now the moment you've been waiting for, let's check out how the pro did. And again, this is my first time watching his footage. This, of course, is his base. You can see how many offensive statues he has boosted up. He does have some ice statues also. Look at those troop combinations though. All right, here we go. This is his attack. This is his first attack. He's bringing Bullet, which, you know, I didn't see him bringing Bullet before I said I would bring Bullet, but I think that's the move to bring, because then it's only 3 energy. You can taunt all of those shock launchers at the same time. I honestly didn't really look into the base. I kind of just hit attack and was hoping for the best. So look at that. I mean, way more gumbo energy than me, but that's okay. I think we have more damage, which might help us later. I actually don't know. Kind of going with the exact same strategy here. A little cleaner. A little. It's a lot cleaner. It's way cleaner than me. I'm curious how much energy he'll have. You know, I don't know if that was the move to flare to that. I feel like you could have flared to the machine gun and they wouldn't have split so much. Like they're splitting a lot. Yeah. I think there could have probably flared not to a building. You know, I'm all about not flaring to buildings when I'm using warriors, but I feel like that would have saved some of your warriors. But anyway, this is a pro player. I am just a simple YouTuber, so what do I know? He also has the Resurrection, the second wind ability, which is fun. You can use whatever was out at that point, but yeah, I mean, you can be the judge who did a better job. I mean, he definitely got there, and I don't know if he lost more troops than me. It was still a very good attack. We are both 1 for 1 right now. Let's jump into the second base. Okay, so this second base actually looks way harder, so I'm just trying to think about what troops I want to bring. I mean, I'm obviously still going to bring warriors. I see some shock mines out in the front and some shock mines around the core. We'll bring Taunt to stop all of these flamethrowers. I think that's the move to make. So Let's bring taunt, and then we'll jump into the attacks. You know, it's always difficult trying to make an impossible Boom Beach base, because when two pretty much maxed out players come against each other with a boost, with an actual boost, like, bases get very, very easy, very fast when there's no prototypes and when there's no HP boost or damage boost on the defenses. So yeah, there's all that. So the main thing I think is going to be my issue is there's a lot of shock launchers, and I just have to get as many warriors as I can to that point so I don't get shocked, because I'm going to have to take it out in 2 hits just like last time. And I also can't peek, because I think if my troops peek, they won't get 2 hits out. So we'll try to keep that from happening. We'll flare. We'll lose a few here. That's okay. That's okay. We hit some shock mines though, which is not okay. Now we're flaring halfway up. I don't want my troops to go to that core just yet. I think we also are losing our hero. Yeah, poor hero. You know, I could spend energy and try to save him, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to. Because I feel like I can just drop critters. That's the move. Get a couple shocks out. Get a med kit out. The critters are going to distract all of those shock launchers, and this is going to be an easy win. This base does not seem very impossible. Next time I have to maybe say you have to do it on boosted, because I feel like a boost makes this a little too easy. But let's see how the pro did against this impossible base design. All right, here we go. Now he's actually using not warriors, which is super interesting, and I love it. Like, some of these bases are very difficult to take out if you're not using warriors. Like, I feel like this could have been an easy warrior run, possibly even easier than the last attack. So good for him for not using warriors. I mean, this is a pro Boom Beach player. You know, hitting the leaderboards is a huge feat. It takes a ton of time. It takes a ton of skill. It takes a lot of or used to take a lot of money before instant training, and now it's like $10 a month and you'll be fine. It's actually super interesting though, he's bringing Scorchers, because there's so many shock mines, there's so many shock launchers. I just feel like that would be super difficult, and there's also so many boom cannons. I just don't see how you're able to take out this base using this troop combination. These are the Shockeneers he's bringing. So they're not normal Cryoneers, they're the Shockeneers, which I think does make a difference. I don't know what this attack would look like if he didn't have the Shockeneers, if this combination would even be possible. But yeah, using Dr. Gavan to bring back Scorchers, which is super cool. I mean, the Scorchers are going to die fast by all of the boom cannons. And also, like, your Shockeneers are helping so much. They're stopping the shock launchers, they're stopping the boom cannons, they're helping a lot. I don't know if this would be possible, the same combination would be possible without the Shockeneers, because I just feel like they're kind of making this work. He doesn't have to spend nearly as much energy on shocks. Then again, like, Zeus was able to take this out very comfortably. I think he's gonna retreat or something and bark down the core. That would be pretty cool and a pretty ballsy move. I'm not really sure what is happening right now. Kind of a victory dance around the base. You know, that's not something I could do with my warriors, so a little bit jealous. It takes skill, knowing how your troops move, knowing what you should be spending your energy on. I think that's the biggest thing. It's energy management and not wasting it all on shocks too early. He kind of balanced it out a little, I think. But very nice attack. Let's jump in to the final Boom Beach impossible base. Now this base is actually impossible, I would say. I mean, it just looks so difficult, and I really don't think I can take this out using warriors. There's just too many mines. So we're going to have to use a different troop combination. I might have to take a page out of Hercules' attack, or sorry, Zeus's attack on the last base and bring myself some Scorchers. I feel like Scorchers might actually work pretty well on this base design. So we're going to bring Scorchers, we're going to bring Kavan, Second Wind, and let's try this out. I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm hoping it will go well, because We're kind of copying a combination from a top player. Okay, and potentially I'm using too many Scorchers. I think actually I would have been fine using less Scorchers. I think that might be an issue for me. We're gonna shock some of the shock launchers just so my troops can get off the beach. We're also gonna take down some of these defenses. The nice thing about Blackguard bases is there's no HP statues, which means you can really bard out so much. And yeah, we should be able to easily take down this base. Okay. I don't really know if this is going to work. Maybe it won't be as easy. I mean, the boom cannons are coming back in. This base is definitely impossible to take out using warriors. I mean, there's literally so many mines everywhere. I think we might have a shot here. You know, I'm just trying to take down the mines because we have a group of bombardiers over here that are all gonna target the core. And if I'm able to distract on the right-hand side long enough, my troops on the left-hand side are gonna be able to take, oh, look at that. That was beautiful. Hammerman does not have anything on me. Now, that was the final base. We were able to take it out. Piece of cake. If you guys have impossible base designs you want me to potentially attack in a future video, post a link down below in the comments. You can attack these bases. I'll put the links in the description. Zeus coming in and is going to take out the final base, or just attack it. Bringing an interesting combination. The bombardiers are not in it, which I'm a little surprised about if I'm being honest. Now he is also bringing grenadiers, which I think is super interesting for this base. Definitely a smart move with all the mines. They're gonna help out a lot. You know, I had Scorchers, which could tank so many mines. He doesn't have Scorchers, he's bringing riflemen and heavies, and they can only tank so many mines before they die. So having the grenadiers to take down more mines, I think is definitely gonna help him out. Yeah, you know, it's funny, when I was looking through these bases, all I had in my mind was this base would be impossible to take out using warriors. I never even considered using a different combination in a Blackguard base builder base. For me, it's always like, oh, that's just super, super easy. I really wish Boom Beach would bring out an update for the base builder to bring out all the level defenses, bring out blue statues, ice statues, and then also prototypes. Although, to be honest, I think that might be a little too much, because then top players can mimic opponent's base design, master it on base builder, and then go back into the game. I mean, that's a very long process, but top players only have 5 attempts to take on a base, and if they're not able to do it in 5 attempts, then they have to wait a day and find a new opponent. So yeah, if you don't take out a base, it really, really hurts you as a top level player. But let's analyze this attack. Just trying to avoid the mines at this point. I mean, there's so much going on. There's so many mines you're trying to avoid. It definitely gets tricky. He kind of cleared an area for his troops to move to, away from the mines. And I think bringing a mixture of heavies and riflemen is a really smart idea, because the riflemen are gonna spread out more. Obviously they can't tank as many mines, but they're gonna spread out more to take down more mines, just because there's 28 of them in a boat. Whereas the heavies have more HP and are gonna be able to tank the mines and kind of give that longer lasting barrier in front of your troops, that kind of health wall before your Zukas all die. You definitely want to have that. This is looking very tricky. I mean, the shock launchers are all hitting his troops, and it's, yeah, this is looking not too good. I actually don't know if Zeus is able to finish this. Yeah, his troops are getting caught up in this shock launcher crossfire. I mean, this is not a good look for Zeus. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna fizzle out here. So I guess we beat the pro on this one. I don't think this says anything to his skill. I mean, obviously he's way more skilled and has way more patience in Boom Beach, pushing all the way up to top 100, global top 100, which is insane. That's insane. And major kudos to him. Now, there is a special part of this at the end. I think his son attacked some of these bases. Okay, so this is actually his son, Zeus's son. This is Hercules coming in and attacking the second base. Now, Hercules, in the message I was sent, they said he took out all 3 bases on his first attempt, and then Zeus went back and attacked the third base and was able to take it out on his second attempt. And we can see a trend happening here. We can see the same type of attack, the same troop combination that Zeus used, and I feel like this troop combination is probably what they used when the Shockeneers were out. I don't know if it's still the combination they use, but I feel like the Scorcher Bombardier combination is something they probably use in their everyday push or their everyday attacks. So that I found was super interesting, and I guess I'm on par with Hercules in these attacks, kind of 3 for 3, just like him. This was a super cool video, and to be honest, coming up with like new and innovative content for Boom Beach is super hard, and it makes it a lot easier when we have such a great community that is able to help me out. And one of the people that made this happen, this whole video, was one of our Discord members, Deku, and he helped. First of all, he gave the suggestion for this video. Second of all, he helped me find a pro. Third of all, he's kind of like a contact between us and the pro, and just made this whole situation super, super easy. And if you guys want to chat with him, go to our Discord server down below. I also might pick up people from our Discord server in a future video. So if you're 13 and over, definitely join our Discord server. We'd love to have you, and link is down below. And also, we're going to be doing some more giveaways on there soon. We just wrapped some up. So good job, Hercules, coming in, taking out the second base. This video is already getting super long, so I'm not going to show his first attack, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this. I kind of want to do like a noob versus content creator versus pro, and do the same sort of thing, finding impossible Boom Beach bases. So if you have an impossible one, post one down below. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys next time. Have a good day. Bye.